The speech topic this week is something that we wish we could be more vocal about. I think for me, being a mom, just the amount of times people can just like mom shame you just with looks, gestures, and everything like that. We all parent in our own different way. Our children are all very different. You can have a child who's very outspoken, sassy, bossy in a sense, and just marches to their own beat. My child is that person. And there were times where I would be, out in a store and everything, and she's misbehaving or something. And I remember making a comment, you may want to rethink that life decision. And everyone would kind of chuckle. They're like, that's a good one to use. As you're trying to sit there and be like, do you want to make a good decision or do you want to make a bad decision? Because kids tend to do whatever the heck they want. I don't know, like, you just can see it on social media, you can see it in the stores. There were times when, I think there was one time I remember in particular, it was when we were still living in New Hampshire before we got orders to move, and my husband was deployed overseas for 6 months, and you have no family around because we're in New Hampshire in the New England area, and my parents are in the St. Louis and my in-laws are up in Michigan. And I remember going into the store because I realized I'm out of Tylenol and my daughter has a fever. What do? You can't leave them in the car. You can't leave them at home, even though you're like a 3-minute drive to the drugstore. Just can't do it because that's a bad parenting move. So you have to bring your screaming child with a fever into the store, and people are just like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you bringing your kid in here? And I remember just turning around to a lady one time, and I think I just lost my cool. I think I had it at that moment, and she just goes, why would you bring her in here when she's not feeling good and everything? Why don't you have family or somebody watch her at home so you can do this? And I turned around to the lady, and I think I just lost my cool. And I was really nice about it in a very rude way, and won't say the other way. And I remember saying to her, well, I'm a military wife, and I said, my husband's deployed overseas and I have no family around here, so it's either leave her at home or in the car and get in trouble, or I bring my screaming child in here. I said, she's running a fever, so all we need to do is get some Tylenol and get the heck out of here, so please let me live my life. And I walked right down, and I remember one of the workers there goes, what kind do you need? And she gave it to me, and I said, can I have 2 of them just to be on the safe side? And I walked right out, paid for it, walked right out the door. And it's just one of those moments where it's like, don't judge other people because you don't know what situation that they're in or what parenting situation that they're in or anything. Everyone is very different. Everyone has their own life stories. You could be a single parent, a military spouse, doing everything on your own. You could just be dealing with a whole plethora of things. I work in the medical field, so I see constantly different families, different types of life and everything, and you can't ever judge a book by its cover. So I've always noticed people just mom shaming people. So it's very, very frustrating. I've been not posting pictures or a video because I don't want to be mom shamed, because what the heck is my daughter doing? Like, there's one where she said her first cuss word. It was more of a thing where I'm like, oh, hey, let's do a Sunday morning cooking video with Darcy when she was like 2, and she said her first word, and I was like, well, can't put that on social media because, one, there's a bad word, and then everyone's gonna sit there and they're gonna come and they're gonna post on it, and it's just gonna go downhill real quick when all it's meant to do is be a cute little gesture and a cute little video to send to my family who's not close by, and they're missing out on her growing up. So if that's one thing that I could be more vocal about, is just everyone coming around parents in general and just stop mom shaming, parent shaming on how people are raising their kids. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own way of raising their children, parenting, disciplining, anything and everything. And I feel like people just need to come together and just help each other out when it comes to kids, because we're all in this crazy parenting boat as it is. And it's just a big, huge pet peeve of mine. And I wish I could be more vocal about it, but it's hard to be more vocal about it because everybody has something to say and everyone has negativity and everything else, and it's just absolutely frustrating. So if that's one thing I could do, mom shaming, parent shaming, whatever, just all come together, love kids, raise them right the best you can, because that's all you can do. Even though they get under your skin and they drive you insane on a daily basis, just love them, raise them to be the best people that you possibly hope and pray that they will come and be. So thanks, guys.